Okay, so yesterday we talked about converting metric units. Okay, so if we look at our formula chart, we're looking at all of the metric units. Okay, so let's look at one example. We want 65 meters to kilometers. Okay, so we're going to look at our formula chart. We're going to find the relationship between kilometers and meters. And for every 1 kilometer, there's 1,000 meters. So we're going to set our proportion up. There are 1,000 meters for every kilometer. We know that we have 65 meters, and we want to know how many kilometers. So we do our cross product. We know 1,000 times x is 1,000, x and 65 times 1 is 65. And to isolate our variable, to get it by itself, we perform the inverse operation, the opposite operation, which is, this is 1,000 times x, so we need to divide by 1,000 since division is opposite of multiplication, and divide 65 by 1,000. We're going to go ahead and add our decimals because we know that 1,000 is not going to go into 65 evenly. So 1,000 doesn't go into 6, doesn't go into 65, it doesn't go into 650, but it can go into 6,500 6 times. We have 500 left. We add another because we don't stop, and we get this answer. But there is an easier way to solve by using Ken Henry drinks light, green, mushy, dark cow milk. Okay? The K stands for kilo. Henry is hecto, drinks is deca, dark is deci, centi, and milli. We know that kilo is for 1,000, hecto is 100, 10, this is nothing, this is either going to be your liter, your gram, or your meter, deci, 1/10, 1/100th, and 1/1000th. And we are going to use this to solve for this. Okay, so 65 meters. We start at the meters. So I'm just going to go ahead and recreate this every time I do a problem. So we're starting at meters. We're starting at meters. We're ending at kilometers. So we move 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left. So we have 65. We know our decimals right here. We move it 1, 2, 3 spaces. We get the same answer. Okay, let's try this one. Again, I'm going to recreate this. Every time we're going to go from decameters to decimeters. And how many times do we jump? 1, 2. So we jump 2 times to the right. So I move my decimal 2 times to the right. We have 121 liters. I'm going to recreate it. The more times you write this, the better you're going to be at remembering this. Okay, we start out at liters. These will count as one letter. It just depends whether you're using liters, grams, or meters. And we're going to kilo. So we jump 1, 2, 3 spaces to the left. So we start out with our decimal at the end, because it's a whole number. The implied decimal is at the end. 1, 2, 3. And our last example, which you can stop the video and try it on your own. We start out at hecto, and we end up here. And how many spaces do we go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we move our decimal place 4 times to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I add a 0, so then I get 60. So if we move to the right, or to the left, our number gets bigger or smaller. Think about it. And if we move to the right, does our number get bigger or smaller? And this only works for metric conversion. King Henry drinks light, green, mushy, dark cow milk.